again, since if I upload this to YouTube, I will quickly go over the buff, or the nerf, I mean, again. Nerf's at the top left of the screen. It will be there throughout the entire game for anybody who doesn't know what the nerf is. It's 10 damage at all ranks on your Q, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to remember your Q hits 3 times. So early game against your chickens, you lose 30 damage because of all 3 of the targets that get hit. That actually does slow down your early game clear against chickens and wolves quite a bit. It actually is kind of detrimental in that regard, but it's not a huge nerf, so it won't be too big. But it just is a bit of less damage. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah. The other thing, because a lot of people always ask about why you build certain items. I'm building Bork second this game because he's going to get Heartsteel and not have any armor, and Bork is good if they don't have armor because it's percentage HP physical damage, so the armor won't reduce it because he won't have armor. Also going to get it against him because he's going to get Rod of Ages, which also gives HP, and he's going to get Demonic most likely, so they're going to have a lot of armor or HP and not as much armor early game. The Bork second is the call this game, where they don't have a lot of armor early game. If they have a lot of armor, like if they're going like Jack Show or something, you can go, or you should go Wits instead. But this game with like a Mundo and stuff, Bork has more value. Do I prefer the new jungle system or the old system? I like the new system except for the leash range. If they reverted the leash range to how they were in the past where you could double camp and stuff but kept the jungle pets and stuff, I would like it more. Not being able to double camp on Lilia and stuff, in my opinion, or Talia makes it feel bad. In my opinion, the removal of double camping was the only like thing I hated in the jungle changes. Also, I don't like the jungle pings or the objective pings, but that could be fixed if they just made it so you could like disable them, but they haven't done that for some reason.
All things great and small.
Yeah, like every time you Q here when the nerf goes live on Thursday, you lose 30 damage overall because it would be 10 damage on each thing. Yeah, once the nerf goes live, essentially you just lose 30 damage there. Sucks, but at the same time it could be a worse nerf. I'm glad they didn't nerf the E because Kindred Z is like the only ability for Kindred that actually does large amounts of damage, so I'm glad that's not what they nerfed. At the end of the day, it's a nerf that I can live with. I don't find it super bad. Please don't end him. I know you want to kill him, but please don't end him. Basic item. If the best way if you're a new player to learn itemization is honestly just read the items. I wish there was a better choice or a better way to like give you an option there, but genuinely just reading the items and figuring out what they do. Pay attention to whether or not they're physical damage, true damage, magic damage. Pay attention to that stuff and then adapt based on that. Where like again, Bork is percent HP damage, and a lot of people are like that hard counters tanks, but then they don't realize it's physical damage, so armor counters Bork a bit. Whereas Wit's End is magic damage, so it doesn't get reduced by the armor. So it's just, it's stuff like that where you just have to read the items and learn what they do. But as far as I know, the changes on Thursday will bring every change except for the RE changes. They did say they cannot hotfix the RE changes in, so do not expect the RE visual update on Thursday. Other than that, they're like the Lilia buffs, the Kindred changes, and like demonic nerfs, all that are supposed to be here on Thursday. On the 26th. How our game's going? I played one game and it was not fun, but that's beside the point. So, we're fine.
Wolf chases with his bow.
No match for us.
You are, dear wolf.
What's the buff Lilia's getting? They're buffing Lilia's passive damage ratio, her Q damage ratio, and her E damage ratio, which I love. Because if you guys are longtime viewers of mine, you know I don't play Lilia the way other people do. I play Burst Mage Lilia, and buffing her AP ratios on everything except for her W is so good for AP Lilia. Because her W already still does good damage. Yep. I don't even care. You're not worth chasing for that 1 XP. No, Junior boy, you're dead. You're not dead. Are you dead? I think he's dead. Right, well, only one of them is dead. Could be worse. Hello, Pika. Alright, so I need to grab this mark here in the river once it spawns. Junior boy needs to be a bit careful here.
What sound do they make?
Come on, chicken. Or chicken. Dude, that's a crab. That is not a chicken. My brain. Chat, I think I played too much League. I think my brain is fried. I don't know the difference between a crab and a chicken anymore. What does that say about me? Oh, let me Q. I'm out. I'm not out. Rise is here.
An enemy has been slain.
I need to go for the mark. I need to go for the mark while they kill bot lane. I don't have the HP to go help you guys yet. Sorry.
Ally has been slain.
None can hide.
Ally has been slain.
One more needless.
Yeah, there was nothing she could do there. I don't know why they're pinging her. The Rise TP'd there. Mumu's gonna Q onto you.
Weft and weave of fate guide.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mumu was just waiting there. There was nothing you could do there. What up, Green Tea? How you doing? Okay, that's gonna reset. Yeah, I don't have the damage for that yet. I don't even have Noon Quiver to. I forgot. Is my awkward back timing? I do have ult. Alright, that works for me. So yeah, okay, so I have a lot of tenacity in my runes, as you guys can, and I have tenacity here, plus I have tenacity on my Moss Stomper. So I'm going to go Tabby because she's the only AD threat on their team. So taking away 12% of her damage, plus then the armor reducing her damage more because she's an auto attack based champ, and then having the tenacity that I already have for my items and runes will help me against both their champions. Whoever's gonna die. She's not even. Oh, she walked into it.
Slain.
The path is destined.
Can I kill him? He's in a huge wave. Realistically, I don't know if I can kill a Mundo. I think I do. Yeah. Okay, and I get the mark off him. I die. Rise is just perma roaming with Mumu. Yeah, I'm just dead here. There's nothing I can do about that. I need to try not to die to Rise. Okay. The worst part is she can't follow up on rooms because Rise is always with a Mumu, and being an immobile champion like Mal's, if she ever tries to go and stop Rise, a Mumu just jumps on her and then presses R and cancels her ult and she dies immediately. So the best thing she can do is just try to power farm or play the opposite side of the map from them, since they're just a duo playing around each other. I'm going to build some armor. Yes, you can do Cleaver third if you want to go Bork, or you can do LDR, either one, yeah. I'm probably going to do Cleaver personally. Just because I don't think my Jin's going to build LDR because it's a solo queue teammate, and solo queue teammates never build 10, so get the team 30% 10 with the LDR.
Enemy rampage.
Mal's is a she? I'm duoed with Mal's. I know who Mal's is. That's why I said she. Yeah, they're gonna go run to my mark there. I'm not gonna go force that. Wouldn't be worth.
Well hunted, dear wolf.
Alright, I need 1,500 gold and then I can finish my mythic. That'll be good once I can get that done. I want to help with Mal's. It's just, I know Mumu's like always with Mal's and we don't win the 2v2, which is the issue. I just need to make sure I stay like even in XP and gold wise right now, and I just need to get my my items as fast as possible because these aren't easy lanes to gank. PR, please come. Now Mundo can kill me very easily. Mundo does lots of damage. As you can see, Mundo does stupidly large amounts of damage. I don't think we kill him here. I don't even know what healed him. Oh, that missed, and I don't have my Q up. Okay, I think you actually do get him. Okay. What did he? Oh, he's got Virtue. That's what healed him. Oh, and Soraka has ult, huh? We end up having a good farm, ping pong objectives. Is that bad? I mean, it's not bad. If you like, the best thing you can do is if you can't get ganks off and stuff, is don't waste time. Like I'm very guilty of this. If you watch my videos, there's a lot of times where I just wait in bush and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for a kill. Yeah, the best thing you can do is if you can't get ganks off, like stay farming and stay getting something done on the map. You don't want to waste time getting no XP and no gold if you can't get ganks off. The worst thing you can do is just wait in bushes and stuff and get nothing done. Actually, I'm gonna go over here because the red won't spawn for 20 seconds. I'm gonna mark Mundo because I'm gonna path back towards top. Is it useful to have lifesteal on Kindred? It can be. It's not like the most spec'd into stat, but it's not bad. Healing is never really bad on an auto attack based champion like this. Alright, I need to try to kill Mundo. He's backing up though. Does he know I'm here? Ghost damage is so high for having only heart steal. I really wish Fio was willing to dive that with me because I have ult and I can tank turret if she goes for the kill. Oh no, the vision from the bush too. Oh, he's so low, but I don't think you can kill. Bad. Dude, Mundo does way too much damage though. His Heartsteel does 293 damage already. Almost a fourth of my HP in just the Heartsteel proc alone. Oh, Porchy, yeah, you're dead. You're perma-slowed. Look at objectives. Yeah, like at the end of the day as a jungler, your KDA is not always going to be good. Even if you play a carry champion, like you're not always going to be a hyper carry. So getting objectives and things is always valuable. Like it's not bad to get objectives if you can't get kills. Like if I'm an 0-4 jungler, yeah, does it suck that I give up 4 kills? Of course, that feels like trash. Nobody wants to give up 4 kills. But at the end of the day, even if I gave 4 kills, at least I got all the dragons and things. Like, is that really a bad thing in people's eyes? Yes, it is, because League players are weird. But like, who cares if I get all the dragons, right? Like, think of it this way. An attack, like, think if you get one Hextech Drake. A Hextech Drake gives you 9% attack speed. That's 225 225 gold worth of attack speed from just the attack speed, plus it gives you CDR. So on top of that, you could, let's say on average, you averaged it, say, averaged 300 gold for a Hextech Drake. But you multiply that by 5, because all 5 people on your team get those stats. So one Hextech Drake is essentially giving you, your team, that 1200 gold worth of stats or whatever, you know? Or however much you want to say, the 1500 gold. So like at the end of the day, if you're feeding, cool, but if you get the objectives, that's good enough.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Like, people don't understand the value of objectives. Or think about it this way. I've got an Infernal Drake, which gives me 6% of this. So let's see, 10% would be 17. So roughly, you could say a little over half here. So what, around 8, it's almost 8 AD, you could say, I've gotten. Which, when you consider the fact that 10 AD is 350 gold, that's still a couple hundred gold worth of stats times 5, because 5 people are getting the stats. So even if you die a few times and you don't get ganks off or whatever, getting objectives is still really valuable, but people ignore that a lot. Like, if somebody kills me and gets 300 gold, they can't get the longsword. If I kill a dragon and it gives my entire team, like, the gold stats worth of a longsword, then who cares? That's still a lot of gold for the team. But people don't see the invisible value of stuff like that, so they get mad over KDA and stuff and think the jungler is bad if they don't have kills.
And if not,
More fun.
now.
Okay, there's 4 of them top. Brand, nope, Brand, walk away. Walk away. We say no.
None can hide.
Though many try.
Hey, can you keep that chicken alive by chance? Because it's my mark. Oh. Well. I don't want my 4th mark anyways, it's fine. Do all use stats equally? I mean, is it fair to say that people get more... Think about the AP way. People have more AP, so 6% AP tends to be more... Like, AD champions tend to get, like, anywhere maybe 300 AD, whereas AP champs get, like, 600. So if you count the fact that every champion has AP and AD scalings, pretty much, then yes, at that point, you can still value that. Every champ can still auto-attack. Even if it's a mage, getting 10 AD on a mage to help farm is a good thing. Yes, you can still say that helps them. Helping people farm and do things as a team is always valuable. It's never a bad thing. Like, basic AD is still good. Oh, and I get the red. I would have took it from me. Cool. Because remember, even everything helps. Every base stat helps. It's just that people don't realize the value of it, of little base stuff like that. If I get an Earth Drake, it's always valuable for everybody. Giving you magic resist and armor is always valuable. If I give you AP and AD, there's always some value to it. The only one that I would say is negligible is kind of the Hextech Drake, obviously, because you don't always get the value. Like, not everybody needs the attack speed or CDR, but almost everybody will still make value out of at least the CDR. Maybe not all the attack speed, but at least CDR. Which, when you consider the fact that it's 9 ability haste, how much is 10 ability haste worth? There's no item in the game that gives only ability haste. I'm gonna go do the math on how much the 10 ability haste is worth, and then you'll get your answer for even that.
That is why it's beautiful.
Like, there's also a good reason why the team that tends to get all the objectives tends to be winning the game, because they have so much of a snowball advantage from all the buffs and stuff, and you pretty much, the team that gets the soul almost always wins for that reason, is you have all those buffs and you have all that gold and stuff from just getting the objectives. Objectives win games, kills don't, at the end of the day. You can be 0-7 and still played better than the enemy jungler. Can we really fight that, though? I don't think we can fight this. I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, I agree, G. I don't think this is a good idea. I think we should just be going for Drake. They don't call me the antiest jungler in League for a reason. Thanks for the leash, bro.
Everyone is
Everywhere Lamb went.
for sure to follow.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
All right, so we got third Drake. I got to take Baron. I got a kill. This is fine. Fiora, what are you doing? Fiora, what you doing? All right, now we get a Bork.
The land
And now we got to get Cleaver because my Bork is kind of late this game, so they're going to be getting some armor. See, armor. But yeah, see, this is this is when the kind of game where Bork is good. It's stuff like when they get Heartsteel first, but you also need armor pen because you know he's got a bunch of armor and stuff. So you need to get Cleaver or LDR if you're gonna go Bork. And he's also getting HP and stuff because like it's really good against this build since this build is super strong right now too because this build gives them so much HP with no defensive stats that Bork's really good against mages like that right now. Is Hydra bad? Hydra's not bad. It's still pretty good. I think after the nerfs that it's getting next patch, it's going to be bad, but it's still pretty good currently. Like when they change the Omnivamp to Lifesteal, I don't think it's going to be like the we build on every champion type thing anymore. But it's pretty good. I just don't prefer it. I prefer more just getting the on-hit items and stuff.
Destroyed a turret.
Did my game really just die? Bruh. Alright, hang on chat. My game died. Gotta freaking start the game. I don't know why this happens, because it's not my internet that does it. Because obviously, if it's my internet, my stream wouldn't still be going. My stream would be lagging and stuff. So I don't know why my League game does this. It's only League that does this. It doesn't happen when I play Valorant. It doesn't happen when I play like Valheim and stuff. Although my Valheim just kind of crashes in general sometimes. But that's a whole different issue.
life.
But like, I don't know why. It's only League that does that to me. It's EU. I'm not on EU. I wish I was on EU, but I'm not on EU.
All things great and small.
My game just hates me, and I don't know why. Alright, chat, am I explaining things good enough for all the new players? Am I being informative enough with builds and things? Because people always ask me this stuff, and I'm trying to explain stuff.
Beautiful.
Is my explaining stuff good enough for you guys? I tried fresh installing League, and it didn't do much. Trust me, I've tried. I uninstall League pretty often as a joke. When I say I'm gonna stop playing League, and then I'll uninstall it and reinstall it 5 minutes later when I'm playing with my friends. So yeah.
Their path is destined for crossfire.
I just accept the fact that League hates me, and it's okay. I hate you too, League. It's okay, Smith. It's okay. You tried at least. You tried the got him. Can I kill Mundo? Probably not. Money Man Mundo. I don't know if you want to fight me, but I also want to kill your minions first. I will keep stopping your back, even if you want to kill me. Haha, you missed a cleaver.
The fate guides.
Won't spoil the chase.
Dude, you gotta hit the cleaver. Yeah, this is a tank, mind you. I feel like I'm getting out-skilled. Yeah, this is why when they get armor, Bork isn't good. This is the perfect instance of why Bork isn't good when they have armor. That's a tank, by the way. That's why you need armor pen. That's why I always go wits instead. If you don't get the Bork early enough before they have the armor, and because he's kind of fed, he has the armor, yeah. Bork doesn't do nearly enough on its own. Like, it did 2k damage overall, but it's not worth it over just getting the magic damage to get through the armor. That's why you need the armor shred first. That's painful to watch? Yeah, that's a tank. That's a tank. Tanks are balanced. Or a Juggernaut, whatever Riot wants to call it, but he builds tank items and gets tanky like a tank. I'm calling it a tank. Riot can suck a big toe if they want to say it's a Juggernaut aren't tank. It's a freaking tank.
Does not willingly go.
If Mundo built Spirit Visage first, but he didn't build Spirit Visage first. He went Tabby and Thornmail right after his Heartsteel, and I didn't have Bork until after he had these items, so Bork isn't that good. Whereas, obviously, if I have Wits when he has these two items, Wits doesn't get affected by these two as much as, like, Bork does, because obviously not magic resist. So, yeah. One of those things, you know? Oh, I'm gonna get outbalanced. Yay! Mundo is a fair champion who should do that much damage, Riot. You really, really are doing a good job with balancing. Mundo is very, very fair. Heartsteel is a good design of an item too that does as much damage as other mythics do. I still don't understand. Like, he's done 3,000 damage with his mythic. Why? Why is it doing as much damage as some of these mythics? It's a tank mythic. It shouldn't be doing damage. It's a tank mythic. Tank does not mean damage, Riot. Oh my, this company is so bad at their job when it comes to balancing. It really is. Yeah, you mean you don't like the fact that Heartsteel right now does 437 damage almost instantly to you that you can't avoid, so it's pretty much a free Sheen proc on top of all their other damage? You mean you don't like the fact that he takes away a fifth of my HP with just one item proc and there's nothing I can do about it? Come on, bro, it's cool. It's quirky, haha, we give on infinite HP balance item, bro. What is Omni? Okay, the difference between there's Lifesteal, which applies on auto attacks and some abilities, but those are stretch cases because Riot's weird and makes certain abilities scale with Lifesteal, even though it's not. There's Lifesteal, which is mainly healing off of auto attacks. There's Ability Vamp, which is healing off of abilities, and then there's Omni Vamp, which is healing off of all damage. Omni Vamp just is Omni healing. You heal off of everything. We might just lose the game now that Mundo's extremely fed because we need Fiora to kill Mundo. Because, again, the tank one-shots me and there's no counterplay for me, essentially, other than just don't be near him. Fiora, why are you not killing the Mundo? You had your ult on him. Ah, this Fiora makes me cry. Don't make a scale with HP. Dude, I'm biased, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Call me bad, call me whatever I want because I don't like tank champs or whatever, juggernauts. I don't think tank mythics should be doing as much damage as fighter or as damage mythics. It is a tank item. Tanks are not supposed to be one-shotting and doing that much damage. Don't give me the bull crap of, well, if tanks can one-shot, you'd ignore them. Yeah, let me ignore Mumu with his triple stun. Let me ignore Sejuani while she multi-stuns me and one-shots me. Sure, let me just ignore Cassante while he knocks me up 3 times and stuns me. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna ignore them. Clearly, that works, right, Riot? Has a bad clear. I was just using a Mumu as an example. And to be fair, Mumu also gets played a lot of support nowadays and just one-shots ADCs. He will build Evan Shroud and just one-shot ADCs. Or even Shroud, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Whatever Shroud. Lethal Tempo isn't... Lethal Tempo is better late game. PTA is better early game. Conqueror is just good all around rune. Conqueror is a DPS increase at every point in the game, which is what makes Conqueror good. Lethal Tempo is the best if you're going for late game scaling. And PTA is best if you're going for early game fighting. Like, if they're all squishy and you're going for 1v1s and early game invades, like against Lilia or something, PTA. If you're going for a late game, Lethal Tempo is insane for late game scaling. And if you just want a rune that's always useful, but it's not the best, it's just kind of a jack of all trades, which is always useful, Conqueror is always good. What do I think you should buy? Anti-heal? Probably the anti-heal right now. No, you did not just TP to top lane when Soul Drake is gonna spawn. You did not.
Fear makes the chase more fun.
Oh, that's ripped. I don't think I was spotted, but I might have been. Ow. Flashing away.
Now,
Kasante is a problem. Oh, Kasante's still insane, yeah. Kasante's still insane even after his nerf he got. But that's because they buffed Kasante 3 times after his release, and then they released Jack Show and Iceborne and all that. So Kasante is just kind of bound to be an issue when he gets mega buffed like that. Thatch. I walked out of my W so I didn't have a key reset, and I was dead as soon as I rooted myself from the Soraka. Kasante is bound to be insane though, like because of the buffs they gave him. Like absolutely absurd.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
That's just kind of what happens though when they kind of again mega buff him. I'm gonna go with tank item last item. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's do DD if we can get to it. It's really expensive, but let's see if we can. Kasante, in my eyes, just kind of... Kasante has, and I don't know if this is going to make sense to people, he has what I'm going to call the Sejuani issue, though, of he's an insane CC bank-based tank with insane damage, and he just perma-CCs you and one-shots you just like Sejuani does while being kind of mobile, and I feel like they're going to have to hard nerf him into the ground like they do to Sedge every time, because I just don't see a world where they can maintain a balance between, like, he has like the Kane feeling to me, where I don't see a world where you can maintain the balance of being a fighter and a tank at the same time. Like how they struggle to make Kane useful with both forms at the same time without being overpowered. I just don't see a world where they can pull it off. I don't know. I just don't see a world where it'll ever be balanced. Maybe that's just me though.
The face of your killer is identical to mine.
I don't know if we can do anything here. I'm waiting for Jinx is what I'm waiting for. You're not supposed to go forward, Fiora. I was going to catch Jinx too, but Fiora did Fiora things. Hey, yeah, imagine if your tank wasn't deleting my HP bar right now. It would be kind of dope.
not here, not yet.
Oh my god, that champion is so not balanced, bro. You should... How do you... Oh my god, these devs are so incompetent. That champ's so not balanced.
Your team has destroyed a
How do you
turret.
call that okay?
Shut down.
Don't worry, my Bork's only done 7,000 damage this game. Clearly, the damage in League is not an issue. Design. I don't agree with that mentality of they only design OP stuff to sell. Because there's a lot of champions that come out that are actually tame and isn't OP. Or only need like one tiny nerf and then they end up in a really balanced spot. Like, again, Lilia wasn't OP in solo queue for a long time, and then she was good in pro play, but then she got nerfed and she wasn't really designed to be OP in cell. Vex also only got nerfed like one time. There's a lot of champs that come out, like Rel, Renata, stuff like that. They come out and they get like 1 or 2 nerfs and then they're perfectly fine. So I could get LDR this game, yeah. I should, realistically, at this point. But a lot of people remember the really negative champs because they do release a lot of really annoying champs that are really overpowered and they ignore it for a long time. But not everyone's super overpowered.
We would find your mark eventually.
Like, there is a lot of champs, in my opinion, in the league that are perfectly fine that come out. Is it good? Yeah, like I said, they needed like 1 or 2 nerfs and then the champion ended up perfectly fine. Just like some champions come out and need a buff when they first come out. Not everything is designed to be OP. Sometimes they are going to miss the mark on balance because they have an internal playtest team that's not going to be able to tell what's OP in every situation. There's 160 champs in the game. You're not going to know. Unfortunately, with the way development works, you don't have the ability to test every single item on every single champion and every single interaction. Like, or iteration of like combos and stuff. You don't have that ability when you have all this to balance in the game. Alright, well, I think that's probably the game over fight. I don't really see a world where we win this. Can Vision not screw me in this game, please? Yeah, I think we just lose there. I don't really know if we can stop a push, me and Jin. I don't have a good wave yet, at least, but they're gonna get Elder.
There are so many ways to die.
No, they don't end here. They don't have the wave to end. I don't know why you're picking my items, Brand. You haven't really been useful this game, friend. I guess he wants me to build Grievous. I guess, to be fair, I can build Grievous for Mundo, but it's like the only person who's gonna be useful with... Well, I guess they have Araka too. I guess I should. Although the Grievous hasn't been an issue this game because Mundo killed me after my ult when he couldn't heal because Mundo is Mundo and does insane damage. Realistically, the Grievous isn't gonna be the game changer, but I can try it. It's not like it's gonna be the game changer though. Are we fighting these? We are. We get this. Even if they get it, it's only on Soraka and Amumu. We want this dead before they get here. Oh, no. I don't care if she dies. I want the dragon. I'm trying to carry this game, man. Works on 9,000 damage. How much damage is your demo? Oh my. When mythics are doing almost 10k damage, in my opinion, there's a health issue in the league. I don't care if they scale off of HP or not. There's a health issue in the league, and this is not uncommon anymore either. Oh my. And hello, Kevin. Something like that. Fair enough. Grievous apply to this queue. To be fair, next patch, aka on Thursday, when they buff Mortal Reminder, at least Grievous won't feel like trash to use. You know? When they finally put Mortal Reminder back to Season 10 Mortal Reminder, maybe things like Mundo won't feel so cancer to play against. I can't wait for the Mortal Reminder changes, bro. I can't wait. I'm so happy. Old Mortal's coming back. Mortal's getting buffed. Mortal's being put back to Season 10, aka it's gonna be built out of Last Whisper again. It's gonna have 30% armor pen, and it's also gonna apply Grievous again. It is going to become old Mortal Reminder again.
More lie ahead, dear wolf.
Okay, we win. Oh, that was hard. Mortal would be because then you can go cleaver, cut down, and or not cleaver, cut down. You can go cut down and LDR or Mortal against tanks and do a lot of damage because cut down does insane amounts of damage. So yes, Mortal will be really good next patch against things like Mundo. All right, well, sorry, chat. I was complaining about Mundo so much that game, but I think that champion is so brain dead after his changes. Sorry, I was complaining about Mundo so much that game. Woo! I did 72k damage that game. Oh my god, that's so dumb. I did over 10k damage when I borked that game, which is funny. My cut down did almost 6,000 damage. Like, that is insane. That is a minor rune doing almost 6,000 damage because of the way that health and things are right now. Like, bruh. Damage is insane. Alright, anywho, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. People on YouTube, I hope you enjoy, like, comment, sub, because I want to hit 40k, all that stuff. I hope you like the Kindred Nerfs or hate it. I don't know. Let me know what you think of the Kindred Nerfs in the description, because I want, or description comments, whatever it is, I want to know. Anywho.